All right, what's going on, fellas? So in this video, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be talking about Coach fragrances. So Coach New York is one of those designer fragrances that for me is on the fresh side of the spectrum. And we're gonna bring you guys 3 fragrances from the Coach brand that you can pick. Each one of these is gonna represent a different part of the spectrum. And then you'll be able to figure out which one fits your DNA, your profile, and be able to go out and make a pick for a Coach fragrance. Now, the good thing about Coach is that you can find them on discounters, and they really will be an affordable way for you to get a nice fresh fragrance, a nice freshie to your collection. Now, still have a couple more Coach fragrances to add. They're in my cart, they're on the way, but at least for these 3 that I have today, we'll be able to get you guys started. So the first one on the list here is literally the green side of the Coach spectrum, and it's not just because it's what the color is, but it also is kind of what it reminds you of. So this first one here we're going to talk about is Coach New York Green. All right, so New York Green is going to come at us with kiwi, bergamot, rosemary, geranium, cedar, and moss. All right, and this one really is kind of that green outdoorsy type of fragrance. You know, the kiwi and the bergamot gives you that citrusy opening. You got that rosemary, geranium that gives you sort of a floral mid, and then you have that cedar and moss with the sort of musky, woodsy bit of a base. But this one really, if you spray it and you wear it, smells like nice outdoors, nice leaves, nice nature, but also kind of like it's just fresh leaves outside. It's not so much like a meadow, like freshly cut grass, but rather that fresh, nice sort of drink, like a refreshing cocktail. This one reminds me of, so definitely get your hands on this. You can get it on any discounter. It won't cost you an arm and a leg, all right? Second one we're gonna talk about is on the more blue side of the fragrance. So you'll hear talked about amongst the fragrance community these things called blue fragrances. And blue fragrances can kind of come off aquatic, they can kind of come off ozonic, they can kind of come off, you know, more like fresh air, so to speak. And so then this one is gonna be called Coach Blue, all right? Now, Coach Blue is gonna come at us with some lime, some absinthe, and it's gonna have those ozonic notes, black pepper, cedar, and amber. So this one is gonna hit us with a little bit of lime mixed with that absinthe, so a nice airy sort of fresh fragrance. Then the ozonic notes mixed with the black pepper. This fragrance here is for those of us who like that sort of fresh out the shower, fresh air. Think of Acqua di Gio Profondo, where it's more so oceanic, it's more so water, it's more so, you know, kind of like just having a nice sillage of clean laundry, so to speak. It's kind of that type of blue fragrance, right? Imagine going out for some fresh air, going out for a nice walk. It's not too humid outside, but you'll be able to wear a nice signature scent and you'll have a nice blue fragrance. You'll also have a level of masculinity with the black pepper and the cedar, right? That woodsiness and that spiciness gives this a level of fresh characteristics where it's not gonna smell so synthetic or so basic. It's actually gonna be kind of pleasant, really nice to the nose, all right? Last fragrance has the most fragrance notes to it, and this one's gonna have quite a bit of characteristic, but this one here is called Coach New York, the original, right? So this one here is gonna come at us with some pear, it's gonna come out some bergamot, lavender, grapefruit, so a very citrusy opening. It's gonna come at us with some cardamom, geranium, and coriander in the mid. Then it's gonna have that ambergris, suede, amber wood, and vetiver in the base. So you have that citrusy opening, you have the floral and spicy mid, then you have that masculine, woody, and musky base for this one. Only downside with Coach New York, this one doesn't have the strongest lasting power. Now, you just saw by the CRs right there and by the atomizer, it's got a nice projection. The problem with it is that it's an eau de toilette concentration. So because of that, it doesn't really have the strongest lasting power, the strongest lasting power, the strongest staying power, the strongest projection, but definitely it's got a nice opening. That fresh citrusy opening is good on it. That spicy mid you can kind of get as it dries down, and then it has a nice masculine base. It's just, I wish the performance on that one was stronger, but it is still a nice fragrance. All 3 of those are really good fragrances for you guys to get. So there you go, guys, 3 Coach fragrances. So again, if you like the green side of the spectrum, you're gonna go with this one. This one's Coach Green. If you like the blue fragrances, like the more ozonic, airy, fresh fragrances, you're gonna go with this one here. This one's Coach Blue. If you like the more citrusy, fruity, fresh, with a little bit of spice and musk and woods, you're gonna go with this one here, Coach New York Eau de Toilette, all right? There you go, guys. We got your 3 Coach fragrances. Get your hands on some Coach, nice, affordable fragrance, not affordable on a discounter. Get your hands on those, get you some compliments, and we'll catch you on the next one. Much love.